from the family of a University of Tampa student who was shot and killed on his birthday. As new details in the case begin to emerge, the family's attorney says there's one key piece of information police are withholding: the name of the shooter. Fox 13's Aaron Mesmer is on this one. Joins us now live from where the shooting happened on Arch Street. Hi there, Aaron. So why aren't police giving the family this information?
Mark, it's because of Marsy's Law. This was passed back in 2018. It's intended to protect the identities of victims of crime, and police say in this case it may also protect the identity of the shooter. On September 17th, Carson Senfield was celebrating his 19th birthday with friends. He took an Uber to his house on West Arch Street near the University of Tampa, where he was a student.
But this young man was a stellar human being.
The circumstances leading to Carson's death have been a bit of a mystery, but Ralph Fernandez, the attorney for Carson's family, says the teenager's loved ones found a clue. His house key was on the ground outside his home. Fernandez believes Carson dropped the key, couldn't find it, and called another Uber to bring him to his roommate. Fernandez says Carson was still on the phone with that roommate when he saw another car that he thought was his Uber, tried to get into that vehicle, and the driver shot him.
How threatened can someone be by a young man who probably was acting consistent with how he had acted earlier that evening?
The driver told Tampa police he feared for his life, a claim that has police refusing to release his name to Carson's family, citing Marsy's Law, which protects crime victims from being publicly identified.
It's tough for me to explain it to the family.
In a statement, a police spokesperson said, quote, Marsy's Law was created and approved by Florida voters to offer crime victims the right to privacy. The individual in this case has not wavered from his claim that he fired his gun in fear of an unknown, possibly armed adult male entering his car unexpectedly and without his consent. Fernandez disagrees with TPD's use of Marsy's Law here.
So Marsy's Law in no way was intended to provide cover for inconsequential events at best that could be characterized as crimes by the victim to protect the horrific crimes of a potential defendant.
And he says it's frustrating to the family, who lives in upstate New York and is relying on Tampa police for answers.
He killed somebody for no good reason, and nobody knows who he is. I mean, I want to find out, but not through the law enforcement circles.
And police say depending on the outcome of their investigation and the investigation by the state attorney's office, they could ultimately decide to release the shooter's name. That would have to obviously happen at a later date. In the meantime, though, you heard what the attorney there said, Mark. He's going to try to figure it out on his own.
Can only imagine their frustration and the pain still at this stage. Aaron, thanks.